Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to week 13 of EDU6100. We're really getting close to the end of the course, and I want to make sure you have some things that are really important to be thinking about between now and the end of this semester. First of all, if you haven't done it yet, that WCG number 5 assignments due tonight. I'm going to have a look at them before we do our presentations on April 10th and 14th. Number 2, I want you thinking about the final exam. It's going to cover the second half of both textbooks, and I'm going to put out for you some information related to that. A lot of it is related to the outlines I've given you in the video, but I'll give you some more information about what I'm looking for you to talk about in those questions. Again, same as the first one, the midterm, it's going to be some free response questions, 4-hour time limit, and I'm looking for you to give me some well thought out answers. That's the big key. I want some well thought out answers. So this week, week 13, is back just you reading. You're going to be reading chapters 6 and 7 in the Fullen book, which I think I talked about in the last video, and you're going to read the Motivated to Learn article. That's just this week, and then next week you're reading the chapter 9 in Leithwood. You're reading about teacher incentives, and that WCG number 6 assignment is due. I spoke about that briefly in the last video. I'll talk about it again in this one tonight. Last but not least, week 15 is our last chapter in the Leithwood text. I will also talk about that tonight. You got a video to watch, and then you've got the Module 6 discussion forum. Now, for Module 6 discussion forum, very important, on this one, Melissa's going to post the original post, and then Luke and Lise will respond to Melissa's post, and then Kathy will respond with a final post on that Sunday or Monday of week 15. So you've got that down pat and set up for you guys, and that's kind of like it. Then we're on the final exam, which is from April 23rd to 27th. Again, that will open automatically at midnight on the 23rd, and you've got until the 27th to get that done. Can't believe the semester is almost over. It's like just gone by so quickly. And I think I told you guys I'm teaching a face-to-face law class that we just did last fall. I'm teaching it at Bartow Middle School as part of their cohort group, Summer 1. And then Summer 2, the end of June, you guys will be back with me for the EDU6550, the data class. Really, really neat class, a lot of fun. More online discussions like we did in the EDU6200, asking you some questions, getting you to talk about data and how we can use data effectively. So real quick, in the syllabus, WCG number 6 on page 7, it talks about analyze decisions made by your administrator. You're going to do that reflection, and then you're going to write a one-page reflection. So you've got two things you're turning in on that. The reflection and your reflection and then a one-page reflection. Two different things. Let me talk about it with the rubric. It makes it easier. I just confused myself. And I'm not starting over because it's already 9 o'clock at night. So on the actual rubric, you're looking for 2 weeks of journal entries. You're looking for 3 strategies used to promote distribution of leadership. 3 decisions made by administration to positively impact teacher effectiveness, 3 examples of research-based change theories, and then a one-page reflection. So you're going to have your journal entries for 2 weeks. You're going to have those groups of 3 items. That's the first part. And then you're going to do a one-page reflection like we did for some of the assignments in our EDU 6200 class back in the fall. So that's WCG number 6. That's going to be due coming up in a couple of weeks. The exact due date of that is April the 15th. So you've got a couple of weeks. It's 2 weeks from today, April the 15th. That's going to be due. Last thing I want to talk about is the last couple chapters in the Leithwood text. I know I spent some time with you guys talking about the Fullen text. We've gone through that completely now. And so looking at Leithwood chapters 9 and 10, the last 2 we didn't cover. Or maybe I did, but I can't remember because I haven't watched that entire video again. I'm losing it, guys. I hope you're laughing at me right now. But even if you're not, just real quick, chapter 9 talks about moving from turnaround to stay around. And I think I mentioned this a couple times already, and we're going to see what happens in our own district here in Hillsborough. We have one of our schools that was an F school a couple of years ago. They went to a D last year. This year they were a C. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that administrator and move that person to another school to fix that one now. Can the school the person is leaving stay at least a C and continue to improve? Or will that school fall back down to a D or F? Unfortunately, history in education is seeing you take that good leader out, move him somewhere else, and the school goes right back to where it was. Hope it doesn't happen here, but that's something to think about. Is he gives you 8 lessons on how to actually stay around, stay as a higher performing school. And then last but not least, I remember talking about this in the last video, but you're getting a double shot of it. Those 4 leadership practices, and that will be a test question, by the way, looking at rational, emotional, organizational, or family leadership practices. Which one best fits you? Which one best fits the situation? Which one will help your school best continue to be a high-performing school? And we've seen it happen many times in our district and across our state of low-performing schools turn around and maybe not get to an A, but they get to a C and then maybe even a B. Very hard in our state grading system to be an A if you can't get a majority of your students to be at level 3 or above. That's hard. It's hard when kids are so far behind. But when you make those gains year in and year out, that definitely has a positive impact. All right. That's it for now. It's probably the last video I'll do until I do a goodbye video to you guys in a couple of weeks. But I'll keep reminding you via email things that are due. I'm going to go double check a couple assignments tonight. If you turn things in, expect me to grade them tomorrow, like the WCG number 5. I'll be looking at them tomorrow night. And discussion forum number 5, I'll be looking at tomorrow night as well. It's been a great pleasure having you guys in class again. Look forward to seeing you again, obviously in summer too. But keep working hard. Keep asking questions if you have them. And we're almost there. You guys have a great, great week.